There have been many controversial characters in motorsport, from journalists such as Peter Windsor to dodgy businessmen like Bad Santa himself, William Story. You don't have to look far to find some sort of controversy in motorsport. But on the driver front, while Lewis Hamilton has caused a stir at certain points, I haven't seen anyone cause as much controversy in my life as Dan Ticktum. And today I'm going to analyse why he is so controversial and ask if he actually deserves the criticism that he gets. What I'm going to do is give a rundown of Dan Ticktum's career so far, highlighting the controversies that he has had, and then give my thoughts and opinions on said controversy. Ticktum was born in London on the 8th of June 1999, making him only 21 years old, even though it feels like he's been around forever, and started his motorsport career with karting at the age of 8. Like most racing drivers. He quickly got up to speed and won various karting titles by the time he made his debut in cars testing Formula 4 machinery at Brands Hatch in 2014. And in that test, he broke the lap record around the Brands Indy circuit. So this guy clearly has a lot of talent to help him go forward. And in 2015, he would make his car racing debut, competing in the MSA Formula Series in a very competitive field, with drivers such as Ricky Collard and Lando Norris competing on the same grid. I wonder what happened to that Lando kid. I don't know. This is where it all starts to go a bit wrong for Dan, and if you're in the loop, I'm sure you know exactly what happened. Ticktum started off the 2015 MSA Formula season very well, leading the early rounds of the championship with Fanatec Motorsport. But at Silverstone, something happened that is used against Dan Ticktum to this very day, and will probably forever be used against him. He purposely overtook multiple cars whilst under safety car conditions to take out rival Ricky Collard. His punishment for this was a 2-year ban from all motorsport activity, with one of those years being a suspended ban. This meant that Ticktum finished 6th in the championship, as he obviously couldn't take part in any more rounds. I'm going to give you my thoughts on this now, because if you know about this, that's why you're probably watching this video. It was incredibly stupid and put him and lots of other drivers at risk of injuries or even worse. But, and I'm not trying to justify this at all, he is not the only driver to cause a collision on purpose. Ayrton Senna at Suzuka in 1990 is the one that sticks out in my head the most, and that crash decided a world championship. No deliberate collision can be justified in my opinion, and it doesn't matter if your surname is Senna, Schumacher or Vettel. Anyway, let's now move on to after Ticktum had served his ban and his return to motorsport in FIA European Formula 3. He would compete with Carlin in the final round of the 2016 season at Hockenheim and would race at the Macau Grand Prix with R Racing, but would retire from the race early on. But in 2017, Dan was announced as a Red Bull Junior driver and would race in the Formula Renault 2.0 Euro Cup series with Ardent International. There isn't too much to say about this season, but he did win one race at the Hungaroring and finished 7th in the final drivers' standings. He would try out GP3, now Formula 3, for a couple of weekends and grabbed a podium in the season finale at Abu Dhabi. Then came his second race at Macau, this time with Team Motorpark, and was running third until the final corner of the final lap of the race. And then this happened.
Habsburg's got him! Habsburg's got him! And camera hits the wall! So too does Habsburg! And Daniel Ticktum wins the Macau Grand Prix! What a finish!
This was Dan Ticktum's "is that Glock" moment, and now he had the chance to use his Macau victory to carry some momentum for his return to European Formula 3, where he would drive for the team that gave him his Macau victory, Motorpark. It looked like for all the world that Ticktum would take the title, but an incredible second half to the year from Mick Schumacher saw him miss out on the championship, and here we're going to address his next big controversial moment. Mr. Ticktum took to Instagram to basically accuse Prema and Schumacher of cheating because of their strong second half of the season, and said that there was bias on who the organisers wanted to win the championship. Look, I understand that losing out on the title can be very frustrating, especially when your campaign started so strong, but if this is how you feel, don't put it out in public. It just came across like Ticktum was being a sore loser and added more fuel to the fire for people to give him stick for. Despite this, he would compete in the final round of the FIA Formula 2 Championship in 2018 and showed some promising pace, and Red Bull were now very much trying to get Dan the super license points required for a Formula 1 drive so that he could get a seat with Toro Rosso for the 2020 season. This is the season that is currently ongoing as I'm making this video, and if you've watched F1 this year, you will know that Dan Ticktum is not a Formula 1 driver and not in a Toro Rosso car. So what went wrong this time? Well, let's dive into the next instalment of the rollercoaster career that Dan Ticktum has had so far. He would compete in the Super Formula Championship in Japan for Team Mugen, or Mugen, I don't know how you pronounce it, for the 2019 season, with the idea being that if he got the Super License points, he could have that Toro Rosso seat. However, he would struggle in this series and would only compete in the first 3 rounds of the championship. And then, to rub salt in the wounds, Red Bull released Dan Ticktum from their driver program, and it seemed like his Formula 1 dream was over. However, towards the end of 2019, it was announced that he had joined the Williams Driver Academy and would compete full-time in the 2020 F2 Championship for the Dams team alongside Sean Gelael. And this team just won the team's championship in 2019, so a golden opportunity had arisen. So now we're up to 2020, the current year as I'm making this video, and Ticktum's F2 campaign so far has been highlighted by some good performances, mixed with bad luck and team radio messages which may come across as petulant. But here's the thing, other drivers, such as Nikita Mazepin at Mugello, have had petulant team radio messages played as well, and not many people have jumped on those. Unfortunately, people enjoy failure more than success, which is a really sad reality, because for the majority of this season, Dan Ticktum has actually been a rather likeable character in the paddock, but will always have a cloud of controversy lingering over him. So that is Dan Ticktum, the most controversial man in motorsport. And do I think he deserves the criticism that he gets? Both yes and no. What he's done in the past cannot be excused, but it feels like people are waiting for an opportunity to jump on his back at any chance they get, and that will never change. Thank you for watching this video. As I'm recording this, we are 8 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers, and that is just incredible, so thank you. If you do enjoy my content, I really appreciate if you gave this video a like and subscribe to the channel. You can follow me on various social media as well, in the link in the description down below. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, goodbye.